Hi there, welcome to another Paulo Rage review. Today I'm going to review my two most prized possessions, my two Jackson RR1 USAs. All right, so quickly go over these guitars, and I'll talk about both of them. I'll put the specs here on the screen. First, I'll just mention the reason why I've always wanted to own these guitars. This one in particular, the black one. I've been playing guitar for over 30 years, and this is something I've always wanted to own. And of course, USA Jacksons are not cheap guitars. I've paid over $3,000 for each of these guitars. The value's gone up quite a bit in the last while. They're actually, to buy these now is around 5,000 Canadian, which is quite a bit of money. So of course, I've never been able to afford these until now. I've owned a lot of import Jacksons over the years. I've owned everything from RR24, RR3. I've owned other, soloist and dinky models as well. And this is just something I've always wanted. So the guy that really influenced me, of course, there's Randy Rhoads. Everybody knows these were pretty much a signature guitar, really, for Randy Rhoads, and that's how this started. He was well known for the White Concord. That was the first prototype, actually, that Jackson Guitars made for him. But it was actually a black one. The final one he got before he passed away, that had no Floyd Rose on it, was actually the one he really liked. That was the final design, and that would be the one that would turn into the RR1, which would be the one that, of course, this is well sought after. Everybody knows the RR1, the asymmetrical design of this guitar. And I love this shape. It is very metal. I can't see this being used for any other genre other than metal music. You can't see a blues guy or a country guy playing a flying V quite like this, which is very interesting. So I guess I'll mention that the only con other than the price on these when I got this is that I didn't care for the stock pickups. So these come with the Seymour Duncan JB and Jazz pickups, and I actually wanted a little bit more of a metal tone to these guitars. And of course, the one strange thing is I actually own a Black Kelly, and that one with the same pickup sounds better than these ones. These ones had both of them were the same too. They actually had a weird honkiness in the low end. And I don't know if it's because of the shape design to them or whatnot, but I didn't care for that. So I put in the Seymour Duncan blackouts in these, the active pickups, and it sounds great. It sounds awesome, especially for lower tunings, which I keep these guitars in nowadays. But I had these in standard. Of course, they come standard from the factory. And I played them both a few times on stage with Siren, my power metal band, and they just sound great. Of course, this one in particular stands out with the white. And of course, the guy that influenced me to really play these was Andreas Kisser of Sepultura. He actually, during the Arise tour era, actually had a black and a white one. Actually, in one of the home videos, he's actually shopping, and they buy the white one while they're out on tour. But he had the black one, which he's well known for. He's got his black Charvel Super Strat with all the stickers, which of course he's well known for that. But he always has a black RR1. Even to this day, he always tours and still has an RR1 with him at all times. And he's one of my favorite guitar players, especially in metal and death metal kind of genres and for the heavy stuff. So yeah, I've played these a few times on stage with Siren. But I usually keep these for lower tunings, just because I have my USA Kelly, and that I use more for standard tuning and on stage for Siren. And these I keep in a lower tuning. This one, like in the intro music that you heard, I did all the rhythm guitars with this. This is in drop C. And then this one I usually keep in D standard tuning, a little bit of a lower tuning. I currently have a new band I put together called Castigate, and in that I've been using this one mainly for some of the original songs we've been writing and some of the covers, and then now we're learning a couple of covers with more of a standard tuning. So I've been using this white one and I'm also trying to write some guitar riffs with that now at the same time. So the specs on these that I love, of course, I love the mother of pearl inlays on the fretboard, the shark fin. I've always found that really aesthetically pleasing with a Jackson, especially with the mother of pearl inlays. And I'm not sure what year they started doing it because I know the older ones didn't have it, but the mother of pearl in the logo on the headstock, I find that it just looks so good, especially in the light on stage and whatnot. It just looks great. And another interesting thing about these two guitars is that the neck profile. Jackson are known for really, really flat necks, wide but flat necks. These ones aren't as flat as most of the import Jacksons that I've played. There's just a little bit more of a roundness, a little bit more meat to these guitars. And I find it much more comfortable to play. I actually had a RR24 Japanese, and it actually had a little bit of a thinner neck on it. And I actually prefer these two guitars. So with the active pickups, I've actually got them, I got it set up differently that I have two volumes. I have a bridge volume, I have a neck volume, and I have a one tone here. I decided to change it up a little bit and have two volumes on here. Just because, if I want to do anything fancy with the three-way toggle and whatnot, and also for cleans, I would use the neck pickup sometimes for cleans, so I usually like to bring the volume down on that and keep my distorted tone and just kind of have like a slightly dirty sound with a lower volume for the neck pickup. So that's what I do differently. So I got this one, this is a 2016 model. I got this one in 2017. And then the white one here, I actually got brand new. I ordered this new from the factory, and I got this one in 2018. The only negative thing is that it took about 9 months from ordering it before I received it because they make these in batches or whatnot. So it took a while before I got this one, but it was well worth the wait. Not worth the price, but well worth the wait. So of course the body woods are alder, and I just find with the pickups, it just sounds great. It just sounds awesome. Sounds amazing. And of course, these come with Jackson SKB cases. I've noticed some signs over the years. The cases have changed. Luckily, both of the cases I have for these two are exactly the same ones. They're SKB, and they're shaped like a flying V, which I think is really cool because anybody that sees you with these guitars know that it's a flying V, just based on the case, the shape of the case, which I think is awesome. So these are my two Jackson RR1s. These I will never part with. These are my favorite guitars. I love these guitars. I have nothing really negative to say about them. They're expensive. I know a lot of people they'll knock on the price, but the craftsmanship in the USA is really what it's worth. When it comes to American-made guitars, I know Gibson's taken quite a hit. I've owned a couple of Gibson USAs actually, and yeah, the quality Especially I had a 2008 Gibson Les Paul Standard that the neck started warping on it, and it wouldn't even intonate anymore. I had to get rid of that one, which was disappointing. But I've now owned these ones. Like I've owned this one for 4 years now, and I love this guitar. I play this guitar so much. And the white one, I don't play it quite as much. That one has no dings on it. Negative thing on these is that these are well known for dinging up the ends. Oops. Dinging up on the ends on these. And of course, this one's just got a little chip in there. But the white one has not a mark on it. There's not a single chip on that guitar. So anyway, so that's my review. Hope you enjoy this. Keep going. Keep playing music. I know these are strange times with COVID and all. But you got to keep the music alive. So anyway, shred on. Take care.